This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes, creators of the world's best repair manuals. Fix your car or truck the right way with our accurate and reliable information at your side. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete online manual at Haynes.com.
Thermostat replacement. Open the door and pull the hood release lever located on the driver's side kick panel. Slide the hood safety latch to the left, then raise the hood upwards and place the hood prop into the hole on the hood. Loosen the negative cable clamp nut, then disconnect the cable from the negative terminal of the battery and secure it out of the way to prevent accidental reconnection. Using a trim tool, remove the engine cover mounting clips, then lift the cover up and off of the engine. Remove the air filter housing bolts, then loosen the air inlet tube clamp at the throttle body. Disconnect the PCV hoses to the air inlet tube, the MAF sensor electrical connector, and then remove the air filter housing from the vehicle. Cooling system draining. With the engine completely cool, remove the expansion tank cap. Move a large container under the radiator drain to catch the coolant. Attach a hose to the drain fitting spout, if available, to direct the coolant into the container. Open the drain fitting with a pair of pliers. Allow time for the coolant to drain completely. While the coolant is draining, check the condition of the radiator hoses, heater hoses, and clamps. Replace any damaged clamps or hoses. Once the system has drained completely, remove the drain pan and close the valve. Remove the hose if one was attached. Place a few rags under the thermostat housing cover to protect the other components from coolant. Loosen and remove the thermostat housing cover bolts. Position aside the thermostat housing cover. Using a screwdriver, carefully pry the thermostat out of the housing, trying not to damage the thermostat if you are going to reuse it. Once the thermostat and O-ring are out, coolant will start to leak out of the housing. Remove the O-ring from the thermostat. Using a rag saturated in brake cleaner, clean the thermostat O-ring sealing surface. Clean out the inside of the thermostat housing from all remaining debris. Also clean the cover mating surface. Pre-lubricate the O-ring with a film of coolant. Install the new O-ring onto the thermostat on the front of the thermostat where the housing cover meets the thermostat. Install the thermostat spring end first. Make sure the air relief valve or jiggle pin is in the 12 o'clock position if equipped. Install the housing cover and thread in the bolts. Tighten the thermostat cover mounting bolts to the specified torque setting. Remove the rags and clean the area if necessary. Install the filter housing. Connect the air inlet tube clamp to the throttle body. Connect the PCV hoses to the air inlet tube, the MAF sensor electrical connector, and tighten the housing mounting bolts and air inlet tube clamp securely. Connect the cable to the negative terminal of the battery, then tighten the cable clamp nut securely. Place the engine cover onto the engine and align the fastener openings, then install the fasteners. Cooling system refilling. Close and tighten the radiator drain fitting. Slowly add the correct type of new coolant to the coolant expansion tank until the level is at the max mark. Install the expansion tank cap. Start and run the engine in a well-ventilated area for about a minute, then increase the engine to 3,500 RPM for 30 seconds. Turn the engine off and let it cool for 1 minute. With the engine still sufficiently cold, slowly open the expansion tank cap and top up the expansion tank with coolant until the level is slightly above the min mark. Install the expansion tank cap. Start and run the engine again until it reaches normal operating temperature. The thermostat will open and the upper radiator hose will become hot. Rev the engine up to 3,500 RPM for 30 seconds, then bring the engine to idle for 30 seconds. Turn the engine off and wait another minute. Turn the engine off and let it cool completely. Remove the cap and add more coolant mixture to bring the level slightly above the min mark with the engine cool. Squeeze the upper radiator hose to expel air, then add more coolant mixture if necessary. Install the expansion tank cap. Start the engine, allow it to reach normal operating temperature, and check for leaks. Also, set the heater and blower controls to the maximum setting and check to see that the heater output from the air ducts is warm. This is a good indication that all air has been purged from the cooling system.